Let's now go to acupuncture for emergencies. Let's discuss stroke, key points of analysis and differential diagnosis. For key points of analysis and differential diagnosis, a stroke may be diagnosed if there are two or more of the following group findings. First, principal symptoms: mental confusion, loss of consciousness or coma, hemiplegia with dry mouth and tongue, dysphagia or aphasia, a numbness in the affected parts. Second, abrupt onset, often associated with sudden changes in weather, excessive physical fatigue or exhaustion, or overstimulation of passions or other emotional stress. Third, preceding symptoms of dizziness, headache, numbness, or weakness in the limbs. And fourth, the patient's age is over 40. Deficiency versus strength. A is a condition wherein the root is deficiency and the appearance is strength of symptoms. The acute phase is mainly a condition of strong symptoms. In, in a patient with chronic dizziness and headache, sudden appearance of hemiplegia, especially if accompanied by loss of consciousness, tetany, or convulsion. The condition is due to the stirring of endogenous wind. If the prominent symptoms are expectoration of much sputum, respiration with gurgling in the throat, a disturbed mental state, and a white and greasy tongue coating, it is due to to large accumulation of turbid phlegm. If the prominent symptoms are a dry mouth with bitter taste, restless agitation, scant dark urine, constipation, and feverish in the neck and back, is due to exogenous heat. If the limbs are flaccid and the tongue is cyanotic, it is due to deficiency of yang qi and much phases of blood. The convalescent phase is mainly a condition of deficiency. If paralysis of the limbs is accompanied by edema of the hands and feet, shortness of breath, spontaneous sweating, and copious salivation, the condition is mostly due to qi deficiency. If there is cold aversion and limbs are cold, it is mostly due to yang deficiency. If the prominent symptoms are restless, with insomnia, dry mouth, hotness in the palms and soles, a red tongue with scant coating, it is due to yin deficiency with internal heat. Meridian versus viscera. The stroke may be classified as that primarily involving the meridians and that primarily involving the viscera. In stroke involving the meridians only, the mental state is unaffected and the prominent symptoms are hemiplegia or numbness, stiff tongue with dysphagia or aphasia, and a wry mouth and tongue. The pathogenic evil is relatively shallow and the condition relatively mild. In stroke involving the visceral organs, there is mental confusion or loss of consciousness. The pathogenic evil is relatively deeper and the condition relatively more serious. Stroke involving the visceral organs may be further classified as the blockage type and frustration type. The blockage type of stroke manifests disturbances of the mental state, trismus, and spasticity of the limbs. It is due to pathogenic evil chi blocking the upper orifices and is a condition of symptom, a pathogen strength. If in addition there are facial flushing, feverishness, hoarse respiration, halitosis, restlessness, a yellow and greasy tongue coating, and a slippery and rapid pulse, the blockage is caused by phlegm heat. This is stroke due to yang blockage. If instead the additional symptoms are pallid lips and complexion, calm resting, copious saliva and sputum, cold limbs, a white and greasy tongue coating, and a deep and slippery or even pulse. The blockage is caused by dampness phlegm. This is due to yin blockage. In contrast to the blockage type, the frustration type of stroke manifests coma, closed eyes and open mouth, flaccidity of all limbs with open and relaxed hands, cold limbs, incontinence of urine and feces, and a shallow and weak respiration. Frustration stroke is used by the escape of the outside of genuine yang of the Zhang viscera. And lastly, for course and prognosis, progression of the meridian type out to the viscera type reflects waning of genuine qi and waxing of evil qi. It indicates worsening of the condition and a poor prognosis. This progression can be recognized from the development of coma and spasticity and impairment of pupillary reaction to light. Conversely, progression from the visceral type to the meridian type with improvement in the mental state indicates improvement and a better prognosis. Thank you for your attention.